One of the success of a good chef is his knowledge and his skill in blending.
Okay, so it's the mixture that makes the magic.
The art and the skill.
Hong Kong-born Robert Ho is one of the senior statesmen of Chinese cuisine in Australia. He owns 2 restaurants and has taught Chinese cooking for 30 years.
To start a Chinese pantry, what are the essential ingredients?
Oh, we try to make it interesting,
Yeah.
but simple enough for people to try. For example, you have the ordinary soy sauce, one light color and one dark color. Then come the sesame oil, which is very much like bay leaf in Western cooking.
All right. Just a little bit
Yeah, a little
takes
bit.
you a long way.
That's right.
Yeah.
A few kinds of powder. The most used would be 5 spice powder. Then you have the potato starch.
So what does that do,
Potato
Robert?
powder. It's thickening. It's like in European cooking, you use cream and egg yolk. Very important. And then we use rice wine, Shaoxing wine, which is like a medium sweet cherry. Then we come to the oyster sauce.
To choose, is the higher price always the best?
Well, unfortunately, that's the way it's indicated.
Chef Frank Sheck has spent most of his life in Chinese restaurants. First in his parents' restaurant in Scotland, now he's head chef of one of the newest Chinese restaurants on Sydney's Finger Wharf.
The most essential item is obviously the wok, and it's what every Chinese home has. It heats up really quickly. The kind of shape of the wok ensures that all the food moves around easily and falls back to the center. Apart from stir frying, you can use the wok for deep frying, you can use it for poaching stuff, for blanching, and even for steaming. The kind I favor are these sort of carbon steel woks. As long as you season them properly and look after them, they'll last a lifetime.
Wow. And so how do you season a wok?
All you have to do is just put it on a really high flame and you burn it, and you'll start to see whiffs of smoke. That's the plasticky lacquer being burnt off. And it'll start to change color. That's just the metals changing. And then we wash it out with cold water, dry it, repeat that step 2 to 3 times. The final stage, we use some salt. So you put it back on heat again, and you just swirl the salt around. And what the salt actually does is it just draws out any further impurities from the wok. Then a clean towel, dip in some oil, just rub it around, and then that's your seasoned wok. There's a couple of things you need to actually turn and move the food in the wok. One of them is a wok shovel. So it's like a flat sort of spade implement. A cleaver like this looks pretty ferocious, and that's just for chopping up all your sort of bigger pieces of meat and maybe chopping up things like your spare ribs.
And it's an all-in-one.
It's an all-in-one, so you can shred vegetables finely, you can chop up meat, you can mince things like garlic and ginger on your board.
Oh, wow.
And you can even use the flats of the cleaver to sort of bash up bits of vegetables that you'll be using in your cooking.
Fantastic.